Okay, welcome to another market update. Today is February 5th, 2018. Been a heck of a day today. I hope you didn't get too much of a damage getting caught on this downdraft if you weren't prepared for it. As I have said, a few times on Twitter and also in a previous video that we have been seeing some deterioration and also some divergence on some of the internal, and so that's the way that the market is telling us to be a little bit caution and be a little bit cautious, and the there could be some downdraft coming, or and using the weather metaphor, basically showers or occasionally thunder shower, right? So definitely today is a big thunder shower. It could more like a storm. So anyway, let's take a look at the breadth here. You see the up-down volume is minus 27 to 1, and it's basically 27 to 1 on favor the down volume, and in the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ is 5.49 to 1 favor the down volume, and also in the Russell is minus 12.79 to 1 favor on the downside. And you can see that the AD, the advanced decline, is a total wipeout. And understand there's only a little bit over 3,000 issues traded on average each day on the New York Stock Exchange. So when you get 2,436 more declining issue than advancing, that's very few that is actually advancing, and you might also got a few that is unchanged also. So essentially it's pretty much a wipeout. And same here on the NASDAQ. Okay, so on the tick here, you can see there's quite a number of tick, that went below 1,000. And typically, when we see like 500, minus 500, we start seeing some sell program. Then minus 800, then kind of be cautious that there's going to be some pushing on the downside here. Then once you get below 1,000, it's basically more of a flush. Okay. So, and you can see also there's quite a few minus 1,000 on the NASDAQ as well. Okay, so that's the breadth. Look very negative today. And also one other thing to know is let's take a look at the market profile chart. Okay, so let's zoom this out, and you can see that there has been a lot of stuff got repaired today, right? A lot of unfinished business. All these lines, these level, is basically either the point of control that haven't been tested, or single print or pull high or pull low that need to be repaired. And you can see today it went and repaired quite a few of those unfinished business, what I call it. Right? But one thing to note though, although we have a heck of a down day today, but here are some of the things that you have to bear in mind, that we have this all-time high here on the overnight session that got printed on January the 29th that have not been tagged. Right? So, and these point of control up here, and then look at today. Today we also got a pull high here that got formed up here. So these going to be this is going to be tagged, and here's some single print here that is also got left behind today, and same thing over here. So although just and here's a big chunk of it over here. So those are the level that we need to keep an eye on when the market's finished flushing whatever it's trying to do here, Right? So basically it came down and repaired a lot of this stuff, these single print, these point of control, pull high, back in December that was not repaired, that has not been repaired. Well, it got tagged today. And same here, the pull low, back in December 14. So all these level and the single print back in December 7. Now again, we have to remember back in December there was a big balance area, and you see the before it settled after the New York close. I mean, there's another 15-minute on the future for trading, and it actually went down to the November 24th. Point of control there, the 2601.25. Okay, so we have a lot of these down here that could be tagged in the coming day, or we just need to see which one of these level it will find buyers and step back in and push it back up, and then create some short covering from the short and all those other stuff, then kind of trigger one thing to another. So the thing is, we just kind of have to be aware of all these level below. Okay, so and let's go and take a look at some of the chart here on the ETF stuff. Okay, let me put this. I think this is the chart here. Let me put this up. Okay, so looking at the SPY, right? I got a lot of these price zone here. You see these price zone, and it's like this one today. These two price zone actually got violated, and it just went right through. And even this trend line here got broken. Right? And so right now it seems like the next price zone that might provide some sort of support. Let me put some level here so we can see what it is. Okay, let me take this out. That's not what I wanted. Okay, and here it is, right here. Okay, so basically looking at somewhere around this 258 level here for the next potential support here, if it's continue to come down, or if it might bounce back up to this this level here, somewhere around 268.70. Okay, so we're basically just kind of watching these zone here. This 257, 258. Okay, and then we also take a look at the Q. Let me get the Q up here. It's a little bit slow loading this stuff. Okay, so the Q, you can see that also came down. I actually got two trend line here. One is a little bit steeper, shorter term, and that one got broken today and came to this this price zone here, somewhere around this 159. So the next price zone that we're looking for potential support is maybe 156.50, somewhere around here. Okay, so. And if this thing keep coming down and breaking all these price zone, then we could see it come down and test this trend line here somewhere around the what's that, 152. Okay, so let's take a look at IWM, the Russell 2000 ETF, and that one have broken to this particular breakout level. Remember, right? It was kind of tagging this level for quite a while before it broke out, and it came back and tested a couple of times, and then it moved up to new all-time high. And you see today it just went right to it. Okay, so right now we're basically looking for this possible 145. If it's going to continue to come down, then we're looking for 145 for potential support. Unless it could bounce back above this this zone here, or consolidate around this zone, and then maybe try to move back up. Okay, so those are the ETF, and let's take a look at the FANG stock. Let's start off with Facebook here. Okay. And see what we got on Facebook, and you can see Facebook is also came back down after the all-time high, and today it went to this zone, and so right now it's basically being trapped within these two price zone. So we want to keep an eye on this 180. Right, okay, this price zone here, see would it be able to hold this 180 and then bounce back up. If it's not, then we're basically looking at this 177 and possibly 171 down here, 171.83 or 172. Okay, and then Apple, Apple been getting a beating recently, so yeah, look, just keep coming down, and right now it went to that 160 today. It got a nice pop early in the morning, but that was kind of short-lived, and it came down and broke this price zone. So basically, have to keep an eye on this 153.60 area. Okay, unless it could come back up above this 160 zone, then maybe it will chop around and try to work its way back up to this 164. And then we have Amazon. Amazon also, you know, kind of have a wild day actually, you know. So, you know, early in the morning it pop, you know, kind of have a nice reversal after it opened down, and have a nice reversal, and then it's given all up and, you know, went to a couple of price zone and it came back, you know, came back close, you know, pretty much where it opened, you know, not that far away, I guess. Anyway, so right now we're essentially looking for support somewhere around 1305. Okay, and if that can't hold, then we're basically looking at 1283. So what we need to see is here's this other zone here that is 1386 and 1340. So maybe this is the flush, and it could bounce around, you know, come back and maybe test its 1386 once more, and maybe get a little bounce. But we'll have to see, because there are a lot of price zone here for this thing to go bounce off to before it settle down. So and let's see what's next is Netflix. Okay, so let's take a look at Netflix. Netflix also came down to this close to the earning gap here. I believe this is the earning gap. It came down to this zone here somewhere around 252. So if we break this gap, then we're basically looking at it to come down to 226.76 and possibly 215. Okay, so that's basically Netflix. And finally, Google. Okay, Google is not doing good. So you see Google gap down on earning, and it's just been continuously been sold, you know, sold, and you can see it came down to this price zone here. So right now we're basically looking at 1050.85 as a potential support. Okay, unless you could bounce back up to this 1089. Right, and if you can't hold this 1050, then we'll probably look at the next level down at 1019, 1020 area. Okay, so that's basically it for a quick wrap up for today. Hopefully, you know, you didn't incur too much of a damage if you got caught on the wrong side. No, it's not a fun day for something like this unless you are on the right side of the trade. So, you know, hopefully, you know, these turbulence, you know, could, you know, dissipate quickly. But again, I'm saying that the market has not topped yet, based on you know, some of the level that need to be tagged, and also some of the internal and also the this particular you know, the index chart. Let me put out the index chart here, and we can take a look at that. Let me see, could I get that on the... Yeah, so basically looking at this index chart, you can see that 2 weeks ago, a lot of the major index closed at an all-time closing high, except for the Dow Jones Transportation and the Russell 2000, and you can see that it's kind of rolled over and have taken a correction here. Right? So, and as I said, you know, typically the market doesn't top with everybody making new high, or most of everybody making new high. Okay, so that's why I think this is just a little bit of a pullback. How deep it's going to be, no one knows. So we just have to pay attention to the price action and to the market internal, and hopefully that will give us enough clue to be prepared. Okay, so if you like this video, please make sure to give it a like by clicking the thumbs up. And if you are not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the button at the lower right hand corner. And you can also follow me on Twitter. My handle is smtraderCA. And thank you for watching, and good luck.